Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, if you can see in the bottom left of the screen, I have just fully sorted out our ammo supply. Because today we're on a mission. Today, we're going to go do the Mountain That Fell quest. We're going to go to the Bitter Climb in the hope of learning how to stop Hades, because this little asshat has killed Gaia, essentially. So, we are journeying to the ruins of Gaia Prime in search of the Master Override, her only hope beat Hades. Yes, Cat, love it. YouTube, say hello to Cat. Fantastic person over here on Twitch. Shout out to Peter while I'm at it as well. And Marcus, thank you for supporting this Horizon journey. Right, so today we are journeying up here. And also, actually, I'm going to keep collectibles on because I said we've done them all. There's a vantage point behind here. And I literally just remembered. We have a fast travel point. We're going to head straight there. And we're going to see what's up. The story has ramped up tremendously. So this should be fun. I kind of have to like pull myself back and say, don't just head for the story straight away. But we said Saturday, we're main questing. So we're here and we're main questing. We've got Charlie with us. And it looks like I've actually not been in this direction whatsoever, really. So I've got no idea as to what I'm expecting this way, what machines we're going to face. I'm not seeing any big scary ones. In fact, chargers are lovely. We've got a bridge over here. We're going to try keep an eye out as we go along as well, just for animals. Fish! Hold on! Well, I mean, that's an obvious one there. Hold on, what arrow am I using there? That's fine. He looks like he's having a peaceful day, bless him. I feel quite mean, but... Oh my god, I missed. Hold on.
Whoa there.
Let's not have one of them days, shall we, Aloy? We're actually going to have to use slow motion on the fish. Kind of crazy behavior. Of course, no good loot from it. And apparently that was the only fish in this little stream here. Wild behavior. Okay. We're not going to get too held up on it. Hello, people. Oh. What a rude fucker that was. That's crazy. Who's your Ossaram? We'll let you off. Pumba. We actually don't need any Pumba parts. We can leave him be for a change. However, we do need rabbit parts. And we get rabbit parts, so this is successful already. Ow! I forgot not all Charlies are peaceful, right. Apparently they're a fan of rabbits as well, I didn't realise. Uncalled for behaviour. You know what? I've seen a lot of people. I've been watching streams myself. This is how data point, let's go. It is how much I enjoyed this game, as I've started watching other people stream Horizon. And I think some people don't understand how like beautiful the game is, or maybe I'm just a bit of a weirdo like that. But the amount of people that turn off animations, or they got their sensitivity like swinging about, and I'm like, I can't do that stuff. I need to take it all in. I was going to say any fish in there might be in trouble. Right. We got a data point. It's a world one, I'm pretty sure. Phantom limbs. It is indeed. Dictation on. My legs hurt. I keep reaching down to rub them, but of course they're not there. Man has lost his legs. It's literally phantom limbs. I tell you, it's one thing to hear about ghost limbs, another to be haunted by them. The moment my hand passes into empty space, I'm back in Bridgewater, and that nano haze is stripping my legs layer by layer as the squad's medbot drags me out of the line of fire. And I start screaming like I was screaming there, in two places at once. Two hearts, but one of them gone forever, dissolved. That is crazy. And through the wall of the infirmary, I can hear them cheering. Cheering the MRB for saving our asses. Covering our evac back there, crediting them with NYC still standing after a week. They even hear when I start screaming. Sergeant says I'll have prosthetics fitted tomorrow, good as new. Both know he's lying, I'll never be good again. Damn. I tell you what, losing my legs would be absolutely horrendous. I would keep my legs over almost all my body parts, apart from my eyes. I think outside of that, they're non-negotiables to like keep for me. a little metallic den here. Not the biggest little building. Right, let's not get swept away here, Charlie. Good lad. Oh, yeah. A bit dramatic on the jump. Right. Campfire discovered. And it looks like we're going to do some climbing here. Eerily quiet over this way. It's called the Bit of Climb. So I guess people steer clear. 20... Oh, 5 wires. Not 20, that's 20 overall. Right, let's go, Aloy. It is so quiet. There's no glint hawks. There's no birds whatsoever by the sounds of it. I say that and some chirping starts happening.
Will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
Okay.
So what else is new?
So you got some machines that won't tolerate us, supposedly. Although I say that, Silence is potentially seeing stuff that we cannot see. Good jump, Aloy. That is my girl right there.
Stalkers in the
My
open.
favourite rock climber.
Watchers on the other side.
How are you? How is Aloy seeing that? I can't see any stalkers or any watchers. Anywhere. Right, okay. Aloy's got some sixth sense going on today that I'm not on board with.
I'll tuck that away.
I'm not even over here. Okay. I'll take Aloy's word for it. But as far as I can tell, this is like barren wasteland. Oh, hold on. I do see that guy up here. I see the stalker now, Aloy. Aloy's just got fantastic vision that I do not have. It's almost purring. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick that up. Chicken! Some turkey bone. Lovely jubbly. And I can see the mines now. I should be more aware of that. That's crazy. Right. So we got our stalker here. I'm not seeing any other animal whatsoever. I want to waste my precision arrows. We're going to hold on to them. He just literally ate that. Right, this is fine. This is fine. Bad kitty. Right, we take him on our team. You're one of us now, my friend. I know there's 3 guys next to us. I can see the little question marks heading our way. Nice to have you on board. He's got a friend over there.
Right on time.
Trying to shoot stuff at us. Crazy behavior. Damn, I'm missing. Hold on. Let's go, team. I actually can't see this one. There he is. No, that's Pumbaa. Where has he gone? That's definitely Pumbaa over there. Pumbaa must have took him out because I don't believe our stalker friend did it. Hey, come here, buddy. Come here. I actually just got a trophy for 5 machine types repaired, which is kind of unbelievable because I feel like I should have repaired more machines than that. 15 wire is fantastic news. And they really filled up this place with mines, that's fine. I'm going to take my time in areas like this just to make sure. And there's no data points that I'm missing. That's a hope. You can stay alive. Any little world ones I'm missing. Rabbit skin, hopefully. Rabbit bone. I actually think it was bone we needed as well, so that's fine. No problemo there. Right, we can clearly head off this direction as well. But like I said, we're going to take our time, hopefully not miss anything. How long have they been here planting these mines for? Crazy work. Although I say not miss anything, it does look... it does look like there's nothing here. It has to be said. Okay. Well, I guess we'll keep venturing forward. Not a problem. Let's go across the intended way. That turkey lives to fight another day. Oh, hello. Right. If you could come with us, friend, that'd be most appreciated. Hold on. Let's not get swept away here, Aloy. Any other surprises around here? It seems pretty quiet for the most part. Quite the dramatic jumping noise. Right. Yeah, I was expecting a lot more, I don't know, machines out this way. A couple stalkers. Not the biggest deal in the world. It looks like we're heading upwards. Campfire discovered. Lovely jubbly. Nah, it's more above us though. My goal today is not to fall to my death. That is the mission. I've done plenty of that over the course of this playthrough. And it's called the bitter climb. So I feel like getting up the bitter climb without falling.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct.
Interesting.
Gathering them to her grave.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Right. Be interesting if we can... Because I'm not sure how much overriding... I believe that was a sawtooth. I'm not sure how useful it'd be for us. Oh, it's a Ravager, actually. But let's see if I can convince him over with our good supply of rocks. That's the plan, Cat. That is the plan. Be able to shoot its laser cannons at them, hopefully. Over this way, kitty. Here we go. He's suspicious. He's suspicious. He's coming to investigate. Here, kitty. Bit closer. Nice.
If I could rush it, I would.
It's about time we actually start overriding. Right. Let's see how you birdies are against the Ravager. No, shit, I thought he was going to go higher there. Right, that's one for the good guys. Ah, we got a Ravager on his own over here. Take his cannon off. Make it a better day for us. Oi! Behave. I'm just not hitting shots today. It's always the way. Usually it's Saturday, I'm quite good at hitting my shots. Bad kitty. God damn. Right, where's that last little chicken at? Bob. This guy is protecting his little ice sack very well. What on earth is going on down here? Are you winning or losing? I don't even know, is this bird still alive? Good job, bud. Stop shooting ice balls. There, got him. I believe there's still a Ravager about. I could be wrong. Actually can't get an angle on this guy. Crazy work. Right. Good work, Ravager. I'll tell you what would be cool. I don't know if it is a thing in Forbidden West, obviously. I will be finding out in the next month or so, I imagine. Be cool if you could give your, like, overridden machines
Can't spare the weight.
an outfit. Completely wouldn't change how much I love the game whatsoever. I just think I saw a Ravager in a little I don't need a machine core. Actually, to sell I might do. I just saw the Ravager obviously frozen there. I'm like, it looks pretty cool in the little frost camo. Right.
Good. I can use this.
I mean, our house is doing pretty well right now. I see ya. Nothing useful. That is the worst thing when you kill an animal and get no use for it. You're just left wondering what the point is. Oh man. Right. I believe we need to cross. The question is how. Because that does look like a strong current. I reckon we can do it, Aloy. Let's go. Oh. This is a very strong current. Okay.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
That's why I put you in warmer clothes, Aloy. You can thank me. In your own time. Cat knows something I don't know. Ooh, exciting. Oh my goodness. We're back in the frozen wilds, basically. Hold on.
That'll help.
Right, I see a Pumba. I don't see any data points. That's my concern, is that I'm missing so many. I feel like I'm hitting a lot of things in the game, but in terms of the data points, I seem to be missing a hell of a lot more than I would like to be. Perhaps they're all in one spot. In which case, you know, happy days. Looks like a traffic light. Several traffic lights. Tell you what, a world without traffic lights sounds good to me. Right, up we go, Pumba. I'm starting to understand why it's called the Bitter Climb. It does very much suit the name. I was a bit tucked away there. I actually didn't see that at first. Right. The ruins of Gaia Prime. Another question in my mind is, will I find our last power cell there? That I've spent hours seeing. Oh, hold on. That sounded like a scream of a machine. And that looks like a stormbird to me. That's a big ass chicken.
Okay, Emily. Guessing that I'm almost there.
Correct.
Oh, hello. I didn't mean to do that. Right. I'm getting quite good with these guys, I feel like. But I don't know if that was just a lucky situation last time. But I guess we're about to find out. They don't always fight you the same way either, so... Get down here, you chicken! If needs be, I will tie you down again. Ow. Okay, right. Okay, right. It's just uncalled for behaviour. Although, I say that, it was easier because the other day I was definitely hitting my shots a lot better. Right, he's going on a walk. Oh my god, I can't see him. Ow! You asshole! Hold on, how much damage did that do? Okay, he hurts. I will bring out my heavy weapons if I need to. Don't you. Bad chicken. Get down here. Okay, today he's decided that he's able to avoid all shots. Right, Aloy, focus on him. Don't lose him again. No! Where are you? Yeah, we saw you. We saw you. Can you stop electrocuting the floor, please, buddy? Unbelievable behavior. Right, Aloy. He's not following instructions very well. Yeah, have that. Right. You're lucky I don't know how to override you yet. Oh. Fucking fantastic timing. Never mind. He's going to be our big chicken. I've not overrode a Stormbird yet. I've just had some doubts over whether overrode is a word. I can't lie. Right, join our team, bud. Cool. Right, you can come with us to Gaia's Prime. Come on, chicken. One of us. One of us.
These are helpful. Bitter, though.
Chicken, if you could find us some wires, it would be fantastic news. He's looking for them, I'm pretty sure. At least I hope so. Right. Aloy, I might have to send you swimming again, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not seeing a simple way across. This poor girl must be bloody freezing.
Keep that for later.
Right, so they've chucked at us a couple stalkers. A Stormbird. This cliff feels meaningful. However, I also feel like I'm going to get up here and there's going to be nothing up here. Yeah, that looks pretty empty to me. Wonder how many data points I'm walking past. Hey, the game's a game. Can always go back after the fact. I know for a fact there's going to be data points in the actual Prime Ruins. Okay, so we got some dead watchers. Someone's been up here, or a machine's been up here. The storm has cleared. Conveniently. Love that for us. Is that like a hole in a... Hold on. What am I actually looking at here? Not some made-up mountain.
Guy's sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
Yeah, silence. What's this mean?
You'll see.
And at what point did he turn around then? I guess maybe there's another door that only Aloy can get through because of her Elizabeth-Sobek connection.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you?
Yeah, he's not wrong, Aloy.
I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
Huh? There's that attitude we're coming to love from Silence. Maybe the only character in game that actually matches
Down.
Aloy's.
Down. Damn it.
That's such a clever dialogue bit. I didn't know that was going to happen. That's so funny. Aloy saying don't look down, and there's me having to look down because she said it, and her reply was damn it. Genius. Absolutely genius. That's crazy. I love that. But yeah, Silence potentially the only person who can match Aloy's sarcastic personality. Right, here we go.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
Okay.
There'll be enough time later for you to ransack this place.
Well, weird place to hang a shirt though, Silence. What's that about? Okay.
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
Yeah.
You
So
make it sound like I should apologize.
it is a bunker
Not
door
at
for
all.
Silence.
It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key.
You silly goose.
Key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Yeah, let's get some information here. When did you come here and why aren't you here anymore?
Looks like
Two
you've
very
spent
good
a lot of
questions,
time
Aloy.
here.
19 years ago,
Damn.
a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth.
We get an age reveal. We're
The
saying
echo could be heard as far as the
wow.
plain. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
Let's go, Silence. So we've just found out that Aloy is 19 years of age, which, unless Silence is very bad at maths, but Aloy seems a lot more mature than a 19-year-old. I'd have her at like an early 20s, mid-20s. So fair play to Aloy. She obviously had to grow up quick with, you know, how she'd brought up with the Ross situation, but
I thought you might actually
Crazy.
be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door.
it is a bit odd that he doesn't want to see this all in person, though.
This, not me.
Unless he's got like a underlying belief of, you know, not necessarily spirits, but purpose, and he's not actually meant to be directly involved. I don't know.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but
Mm-hmm.
after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon.
That makes
Because
sense.
of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine.
Mm-hmm.
By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years.
Right. I was going to say.
Counting the time we have left by the hour.
We're going in, baby.
It's time for me to head in.
Damn
Yes.
right.
When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
What a dramatic transition out. All right, Silence. Right. Let's activate our scansy here, shall we?
Identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Of course.
Dr. Sobek, you are cleared to proceed.
Thank you, synthetic voice. Right, you want to see it that way, which means you know we're going straight forward. There's going to be information here. There you are. I know what you're trying to do, game. I just made a load of health potions as well. That's crazy. The end of last episode. Gaia Prime arrival log.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Margot
Welcome
Shen.
to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
Okay, so they only had
Vegan,
the...
Travis, you think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Well, we know that reason,
Can't
don't we?
make you feel a physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
You will.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
It's a hell of a conversation going on.
Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
I
This
wonder,
sucks forever.
how old Travis is.
Not forever. Just the rest of your life.
I thought Travis were gonna say obviously he couldn't get digitized because his stuff was getting rejected straight off the bat.
Find your footing.
Thank you, Silence. Where were you for the whole rest of the game, eh? When I was not minding Aloy's footing. Right, down we hop. Very quiet down here. I wonder if Hades knows that we're coming this direct. Wow, there's a rumble. Why is there a rumble? My controller just did a little rumble. It looks so possible that you can make that jump and jump down. But I'm not stupid. Right. Maybe the shortest rappel in history. Okay.
Guess that's my way across.
I mean,
Think, Aloy, just do it.
oh my
I
god,
thought
well,
this said it better myself.
where are you gonna land? Hold on, I want to think. Fucking... that could have been an endgame right there, Aloy. You saw something I did not see. Hold on. And now I'm dragging you across the wrong direction.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Silence. Okay. So, not the most safe structure in the world. Don't know what gave that away, other than the buildings all being slanted to fuck.
Glad that's over.
Seems a bit more stable within the mountain itself. What are you trying to hide from this game? What's... Okay, it's just a snow pile. We're searching every nook and cranny. I say that, what's up? They're trying to be sneaky, I feel like. Hold on, I think it wants us to go up first. Yeah, there's something in here. What are you hiding from us?
Maybe further up the shaft.
Nothing exciting. Back up we hop. Jump, Aloy! Good shit. Now. I wonder how many of these I'm going to go down and not find a data point. And then there'll be one I do not go down. And there's going to be a data point there.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all
There you are.
enclosed by rock and metal.
A facility within a mountain is kind of crazy work. I wonder if they all had separate chambers then, because that's definitely one bed there. Don't know what this room's about. Bathroom. Okay, so this might have been Margot Shen's room, perhaps?
I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know.
Shamanistic, what a
An
word.
audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The
Oh,
last
FARO
humans.
plague.
We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering
I didn't even
glow.
think about
The
the
heads of state, The Fortune 5s, the leaders, and
Poetry
lottery
in that.
winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying.
Crazy.
Some will be beautiful, some horrific, and none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before
It's
the
very
long
atmospheric in here.
held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet.
Little did
No
Margot
parents'
know
fear. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming.
Little did Gaia
She
know
won't be lonely.
that we'd be listening to her all these years later. Yeah, Gaia's more than lonely though. She's in trouble. So who's this going to be? Charles Ronson.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under.
I'm pretty sure I've been
But
calling him
there
Tom
was
Peach the
one
whole
more
time.
shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either.
It's a quite
All the
easy step,
time
Odo. I
left
don't know
in
what
the
we're getting
world
stuck on
now
there.
to think. Gaia Prime's logs are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound.
So these 10
A
have to
distance
stay
of miles,
here
but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the beaters,
Until
gammas, and support staff
the end of their
living
lives.
If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there.
So Charles would have rather been in
Instead, I'm
Elysium.
spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like.
Damn.
And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance.
Elizabeth's room. I know it.
Wow.
She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Interesting.
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow.
Okay.
Plus, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks,
Wow.
years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Okay, so it actually takes a fair while. Solid state storage devices, cursory scan indicates severe data corruption from impact and exposure damage. Who would do such a thing? Annoyingly, you can't open that as it comes up. One of my only, I wouldn't say gripes with the game, I wish it would keep the shortcut to them kind of logs. Okay, I believe it's these 5 here. They are literally all under repair. I've not seen anything like that. Will they get repaired in this game? We'll have to wait and see. This was Elizabeth Sobek's room. And we can climb higher. Okay, you can't sneak down there. Onwards and upwards then, I guess. Or downwards, potentially. Let me up! Thank you.
Elizabeth. What is this?
Examine the shrine. Has she left us a little message? Okay.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned.
Ah.
Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility.
Ah.
Enough for for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible.
Literally by an 8mm
Unless the
difference.
hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. Now switching to a recording of the event.
So Elizabeth's gone outside.
Oh, I'm not going out there. Now, who
Holy
I signed
shit.
up for?
Either we sent someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
She's already gone.
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no.
So she was
We'll find a way
successful.
to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Damn.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take
They're
care,
playing the
Jim.
music as well.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
Damn. So she's sacrificed herself. I also wonder...
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
And damn, she succeeded. Okay, so I now wonder how Silence... Because she's wearing an armor that looks kind of reminiscent of the armor that we can maybe pick up a bit later on. Cheers, Kat. I did see your thing about the data point. So, is that Elizabeth Sobek's armor that she was wearing there? We'll have to wait and see. Rest in peace from Ted FARO.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this.
I find it weird that, well,
That's
I
not
know
the
they had a
point.
thing.
You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Is that it? What a... Ted, that is ridiculous. Travis is probably not any better, bless him.
Look, Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died.
Got your cat.
If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
I mean, it's a bit much, but, you know, there's nothing else to do down here. Wow, a voice log. This is literally gene locked for Sobek, so no one else could hear it. Oh, they all were.
Look, Liz.
No.
You'd
Not-
hate it, Liz, but
That's what I
wrote
wanted.
you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling,
Azalang, what a word.
bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives.
Interesting.
No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss
All right,
you.
Charles. Right, Charles had some little feelings. What you got to say, Silence? Do you want to leave a voice log?
Aloy?
Hello.
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
I mean, Silence literally told him
She was the one who took
herself
responsibility.
that there was a
The
chance.
only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
What an interesting... What an interesting thing to say. She was better than them. Oh. I don't even know how to reply to that. Not in the way you mean. She was better than them. Not in the way you mean. Stop acting like a machine is a bit bitey. But I don't think it will get through to Silence. I don't think he gives a fuck. Ooh. Let's be feisty, why not?
Saying that shows you misunderstand her completely. To her, everyone had value. Everything was worth saving. She gave her life in service to that idea. Even after everything you've learned, you still don't get it. The simplest thing about her, and the most important.
No. She had a superior mind and a superior will. It wasn't about sentimentality.
It's an interesting dynamic going on right now.
Remember,
Very
she
interesting.
knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel.
True.
To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Yeah, yeah, what do you mean, maybe what? Interesting. That's one of the rare moments, actually, in this game where I'm very intrigued as to what the dialogue would have been for the different options. Right. Let's be nosy. No stone left unturned. Core control log.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
I wonder what their thoughts are on this, Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him.
True.
I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
I wonder how much he was
doesn't
aware of
understand
this
the systems
situation.
At all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
I don't know what Margot just said. What is the anti-Pantamon cuckoos? What? I don't even know if I said that right. The anti-Pokemon cuckoos. Okay. Interesting. That's the first time, actually, where I've been like, was Ted involved in... this whole time, I've just assumed that Tate was the reason. Oh, Travis Tate was why Hades got to where he could be. Did Ted get back involved at some point? It wouldn't make sense for him to sabotage her. He already fucked up once. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. That looks like you can climb down there. Is that actually where we come from? Am I being stupid? It is. It is. And this will be the vent you were referring to, Cat. I appreciate you. We can pry open the door. Ah, this is behind the window. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Behind door number 1. Another door. Interesting. Behind door number 2. Oh. Yeah, no, that was tucked away, Cat. Because you walk past it in the cutscene, don't you? Sneaky, sneaky. Gotcha. Eleuthia runtime check.
All right.
PVK's back.
From Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein. May I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you?
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
What a comment.
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life.
Gaia's understanding
How
humans.
about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No.
Interesting.
It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator, the patron saint of this crazy endeavor, Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
I find it so interesting, their relationship with Gaia. It's cool hearing other people interact with her. And I like that he said to Gaia there, it's normal. Didn't just treat her like some weird AI. Again, there's that sentimentality that Aloy just brought up to silence. So I'm kind of happy with our dialogue option we picked there. I think it suited Aloy to pick that as well. She would have been emotional finding out. The Future from Ted FARO. Severe file damage. Oh, data corruption severe. Duh.
What are we going to plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise?
He sounds...
It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
Yeah, he sounds untrustworthy. I was thinking that Travis, for some reason, as the Alpha of Hades, was the muck-up. I'm starting to think Ted fucked up twice, which is unbelievable. How are you gonna try cause extinction twice? I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but the vibes are certainly getting stronger.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
Got you.
I'm on my way.
Next one's an omen. Oh god. Spooky, scary. Come on, Aloy. You've got this. Right. What? Aloy, we've not come this far into the game to decide we're gonna start climbing like Mario. What's going on? Jesus. She must be tired. That's the only explanation. Oh, I don't like it. Ted FARO is getting heavily involved here.
I've been taking a hard look at the project.
This stupid fucker.
In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Les. With a single stroke. make it all go away.
And this is why he wasn't...
The direction this is going.
Yeah, me and Aloy are picking up the same vibes. Ted going for all-time worst person in humanity is quite unbelievable. I was going to say, that looks like we can get to there. Hold on, Silence. We got lessons to be learned. Although that looks like we don't want to go down just yet. Okay. Let's go in this control room first. Thank God. There was a moment there where I thought she was going to slip through the stairs. I was like, please, don't do this to me. No, there's a door on the left. Is that a body? Bodies. Damn. Wow.
What? When I opened the hatch,
God, I just got
the
the...
air rushed in from this side.
Right. I can't even scan them. I just got the heebie-jeebies.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
They all died from lack of oxygen is what we're saying, are we? What happened here?
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel.
You evil
Sorry
fucker.
to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say...
You're not saying a whole lot now. Spit it out.
I can't stop thinking about the ones who'll come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina.
What the fuck?
3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence
This
has to die.
guy.
Emergency alert. Planting atmosphere.
Wow. What an evil man. Tell you what, you have to be a special kind of stupid to be able to fuck up twice. That is ridiculous. So his only logic is that knowledge is a disease and that... I reckon it just sounds like to me he was trying to cover up his mistake. That's all I'm getting from it.
He killed them all.
What an idiot.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the sun ring.
Yeah, because he was short-sighted.
These people achieved all the knowledge of the old ones. Evaporated. Turned to dust. Scattered to the void, like the alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, It took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not
Aloy's
oblivion,
very much
science.
being glass half full here.
Hope.
Optimistic. Fair play to her. Because, holy moly, I was not on the same wavelength. This is Aloy, I'm very proud of. Jesus. The Master Override.
The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Ted is genuinely, you said it best, Kat, worst human being alive. How on earth can you be so selfish? Surely at some point you say, okay, I've done enough damage to the world. Or let me just take a step back and let people handle it. It's just crazy behavior. Right, so if I'm not mistaken, there's a way then that we could have gone past here without getting the Master Override. Like, we could have easily jumped down there.
Good.
Try not to fall to your death.
Yeah, that sounded
The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
explosive. No! No, no, no! What? Fucking Jesus. Find the way right here. Fuck. I thought we were meant to go down. Shit. Excuse my language. Oh, Jesus, Lord, have mercy. You're telling me that's not a rope you're meant to glide down? Oh. Right. What am I missing here? Ow.
Good.
Try not to fall to your death.
So you're telling me I'm just meant to...
Override doesn't override gravity.
Am I being stupid? Is that not... Hold on. Hold on. I'm missing something here. That doesn't look scalable. It looks like we can go across here somewhere. There. Oh, Jesus, Lord, have mercy. They've done that by design, by the way. Unbelievable behavior. I was committed to not falling down on the bitter climb mission. And yet here we are. Right, to Silence Workshop. Never happened. Jesus Lord. Oh, and now I've bumped her head into a metal spike. Aloy just going through it right now. Okay. Hey.
This should be the last power cell I
It was
need to
worth
get
it.
that ancient armor I found.
Fantastic news. Replace the power cells. Will do. Oh my goodness, and I don't have to play hide and seek for power cells anymore. Right. Is that jump makeable? Oh, it's not jump. We can just... Ah! Aloy, be careful. This game, very misleading when it wants to be. You hiding anything from me here? No, you're just a mountain. That's fine. Tell you what, thank God it's a game, because imagine Aloy getting the Master Override just to jump to her death. I think we're meant to go down there. Okay. Nice, Aloy. Good catch. Making our way back up. Here we go. Silence! He was up, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure. Big cops. Thank God you're here, Cat. That's not the way. Hold on. Yeah, I can see on the mission point. Thank you. Appreciate you. I should be following the quest marker. Appreciate you. Right. Have I fucked it is the question. Oh no, I can get it to here, surely. Nice Aloy. Was I going the right way originally? When I went up? Right. I think I was being stupid. You'll either be up this way, or I have to go back up across to where we literally just were to get the power cell. You don't necessarily look climbable. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't, yeah. Mountain goating's not the way. I think we have to go back across. These are the moments where I wonder, if I wasn't colorblind, would it be easier for me to spot this? Now, if they were fluorescent pink, my God, I'd be ahead of the game. Right, Aloy, how are we getting up there? See the marker there. So I see the ridges here. I mean, that doesn't look like it's a scalable thing. Ah, hold on. No! We need to get on that. The question is, where from? I'm not seeing anything sticking out like a sore thumb here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our Horizon Zero Dawn journey. This is endgame. We got the Master Override. That is game over as far as I'm concerned. Hold on, that also looks climbable. Oh dear Lord. We shall figure this out. Sorry, Aloy. This looks better. Climb, girl, climb. Nice. Okay, hardest part of the mission complete. Fantastic news. Back to the workshop. And then we can go get our little armoured suit we can. Making our way downtown. Was that data point there the whole time?
For a moment.
Hi, my friend.
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Is he going to turn on us here? After we get the Master Override?
That I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability.
Aloy, can you take a couple steps back?
The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy. Buried on that mountain. Trapped
Oh
in the
no.
And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
He literally built the Eclipse.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire.
What is the Spire?
Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the
Got ya.
codes that deactivated the FARO robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
Wow. Okay.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded.
So Silence is naturally curious.
A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
Yeah, Hades, obviously.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example.
So he had already seen the Grave Horde.
This was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and
Oh
machines.
dear.
But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
This explains how Helis knows Silence as well.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Makes
Its
sense.
precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
So he was
To
just...
equip a small army?
Yeah.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much.
Maybe if you were less selfish, Silence, you would have saw this coming, you big dum-dum.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yeah, that's a wild way to say it.
Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
Yeah, we're learning a lot here about who
But
Silence
Hades
is.
didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
Who does Silence
We
care
live in a
about?
world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more?
What a horrible take, Silence. No.
I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes, I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it.
That's like a
installed
half
ancient
win,
system,
Silence.
a back door in the network. Secret
Nice.
access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Exactamundo.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward.
Tried to kill him.
The next moment, I heard it broadcast my
Wow.
kill. I've been a fugitive ever since.
This explains so much. It makes perfect sense now how Silence has so much knowledge. He didn't just study it. He literally was given the information by Hades.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That got my attention.
It's so wild.
A kill order against a savage Nora girl?
It's so wild.
Why would Hades bother with that?
Such a clever story.
But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
Whoa, what an interesting... Okay. Because my brain is literally saying this fucker is doing anything for knowledge. Because his oh, what's the word for it? His decision, his reasoning, I can't think of the word exactly, but his motivation for all this is still knowledge. Like even to this point. The only reason he wanted to help Aloy wasn't to make up for his mistakes. It was to learn more secrets about the world.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
Silence.
Where's he going?
Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Damn. Goodbye, Silence. He really does have no empathy. Yeah, you are right. It's like he sees himself above humanity, which is kind of crazy. That will... Hey, maybe there's something else going on mentally. But... Yeah, what's a thirst for knowledge? That's like an obsessive. Wow, these are intercepted transmissions that Silence was hearing.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network
Oh!
built to your
It's their interactions.
Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing.
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
God, Hades' voice is awful.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Nah.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
Wow. And Silence heard that. Damn, Hades. How are you going to get outplayed by Silence? The first meeting.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your
His first time stumbling upon Hades.
It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Define timeline.
Time? Ah.
No.
The 13th king of the Carja.
This is going to mean nothing for...
Define Carja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients?
Yeah, he's a very interesting character, Kat.
Until I chanced
A complex soul.
How long you'd have to wait for another? You're obviously very
He's just
powerful,
passionate for learning.
but you're not going to get
To a fault.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Carja.
Now that's more like it.
I wonder what put Hades down in the first place. That's intriguing to me as well. Buried Shadow.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, loosened Bahabas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a
So
thing.
Bahavas was shown Hades.
Stay! Stay your ground, Carja in shadow.
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
Huh?
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Ahriman understand the Glinthawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Ahriman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Wow, Hades was pulling these humans about like puppets. Crazy. Craft the lance. Let's put this master override on, shall we? Yeah, no, the religion... I don't know if it's... I think Silence taught Hades, and Hades used it to manipulate, no? Silence lance obtained. Skill point required. Acquired. New main quest, the Field of the Fallen. Oh my... Wait, this has come up so late. I forgot about this. Erin's sister Ursa was ambushed and killed by the Shadow Carja. He wants to track down the soldiers who did it and take his revenge. Where has this quest been? It just it disappeared. And then the Lumen Shadow. Okay, so we had to wait for the longest time to go through the main quest. Hades intends to use the Spire to transmit a resurrection signal, calling millions of buried war machines from their graves. When the time comes, Aloy must stand against the Shadow, but she will not fight alone. Oh god. Wow, it all links back. I literally, it's been that long I forgot about Ursa being ambushed and Erin wanting revenge, which is crazy work. Obviously we learnt about that when we went to Meridian. Right.
I need to warn the Sun King about the attack.
We do need to go to Talavad.
The best way of getting to him is through Erend.
Damn, we're going to be reconnecting. However, I am running out of time for this afternoon. We are going to go get our vantage point, and then we're going to get our armor finally with the power cells. That is my plan of action. But oh, damn, what a quest! Hold on, we got some repairs going on. 1 file repaired. Sobek's journal. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship bridges on those cheesy old SF vids. Living spaces for Alphas already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Oh god, well the fingers crossing did not happen to pay off. Spent last week at the Bryce site designing ZD project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge, plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crew's already set up my office/lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me as all-seeing presence. Ugh. Opposite effect, makes me feel watched on display, tempted to paint it over. Perez recorded his presentation yesterday, suitably bleak. Scheduled to record mine Friday. That's obviously the presentation we saw that the people had to go to, see the counsellors and all that malarkey. As soon as reception lounge, holo theatres and first residence block at ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson, 27 already. Extraction teams prioritising Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be, snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Okay, so this wasn't a... this was a snatch and grab for sure. There wasn't any niceties going on. They're like, you're coming over here. I don't think I read that before. It's interesting. Right. Now, if I was a vantage point... God damn, it's high up. And now all these dang machines are back. How did I miss this the first time?
Oh boy.
Hi, buddy. Right, if the rest of them can just avoid us, that'd be fantastic news. Stop tilting your head like that. You asshole. Ba-na-ba-na. Are we going to be able to sneak past this Glint Hawk? Probably not. Nope, nope. He's well aware. He's well aware. He is very aware of our presence. Guys, I'm trying to be prompt about this. And you're ruining it. God damn. We're trying, Cat. Trying to avoid. Watch him knock us off the cliff. Ow! I was being sarcastic. Do not knock us off the cliff. Rude behaviour. We've got a vantage point we want to check out. Leave us alone. These Glint Hawks are needed. Oh god, Aloy. Let's climb, shall we? I'm getting my ass kicked here. Is that the Stormbird back as well? Jesus, Lord have mercy, right. Excuse me, sir. He does not want to come down. I mean, it's been a pretty chill episode, I can't lie. Right. I don't know why he's flying like that. Stormbird, we do not have to fight. We were teammates a second ago. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. He really wants to smoke. You bad chicken. Right, I guess we're doing this. We let you live the first time. But if you're so desperate... Nice Aloy. Come down here, buddy. No! I've never fought so many Stormbirds in my life. Okay, right, okay. This is overkill. Come down here and talk. Opponent removed, but he just ate that. Okay, he's leaving us alone, it seems like. Nope. Get your booty down here, chicken. Right. We're gonna have a conversation, me and you, if you can stay still. Yeah, they didn't just respawn, Cat. They respawned with a vengeance. That's the most aggressive they've been. Perhaps the slowest override I've ever seen.
No good.
Has that not worked? Oh, it has. Just, yeah, the most unnecessary thing ever needed. Right. As we climb up here, what would be fantastic is if we could have a Stormbird to fly up. Here we go. I spotted that a lot quicker than we did in the in the mission. Right, across we hop. Up we go, Aloy. So is this going to be looking out on the facility, maybe? Or is this going to be looking down the mountain? Oh, maybe it's going to show the mountain when it was full. That'd be interesting. Although it's a bit snowy up here. But damn, right, before we do this, we are full on the old treasure boxes. We're on 3 pages again. Let's just open all these that aren't rocks. Oh my god, I actually can't pick anything up. Right. Fatty meat, fantastic. Rich meat, fantastic. And now we're pretty much full. We'll pick the other stuff up in a bit. Wow, okay.
Apocalypse shitstorm
King's
tour,
Peak.
Day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
And that's our last vantage point. Stormbird's trying to make it all about him, bless him. Damn. Okay. Right. We're heading over to our ruins. I believe it was that one. I think. Or no. It was the bunker, wasn't it? Pretty sure it's the bunker. Pretty sure it's the bunker. Let's have a quick save ski as well. I can hear some fighting going on in the background. Here's the fighting going on. It's not in the background, it's over here, bless them. You guys winning? They don't appear to be winning. Hold on. Let's run interference here.
Couldn't hit him.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Why am I running interference? Is he attacking me? Oh, well, the Watchers can carry on then. Here's me trying to save the humans. I'm pretty sure they were bandits. I need to override a Stormbird, Cat, where it can do some damage. I should have maybe took it back down the cliff there. Thumber. And I need to override a Thunderbird. A Thunderbird? Hold on. That's the wrong thing. A Thunderjaw at least once. I don't think Thunderbirds are in this game. I'd be impressed if they are. We're gonna get our armor. After some puzzle solving is the plan, though. Let's go, Aloy. I love that we're going to go meet Erend. We're going to take a short break before we do that and go to the Sunstone. Right, if I remember correctly, we go through this door. And then it's around the other side.
The clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism.
Here we go.
Release the clamps.
Fuse repair. Fuse repair.
Just one more.
Wait. For a second, I thought I didn't have the last power cell. I would have been crying.
Go. The last one.
There's a site with 2 thunder jaws.
All powered up.
I have to go be
Now
nosy.
to get the dials in position.
9270, 360. Okay, so we got 134. 13412, is that right? Am I making that up completely? 1, 3, 4, 1, 2. That didn't work. Hold on, so maybe I'm going to literally turn it. Okay, so 90 done. 270. There's our 90. There's our 180. There's our 270. 360 is obviously a whole ass circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. It probably isn't that you have to turn them all this. I probably got my maths wrong on one of them. 460s, one to the left. I mean, that's right. Maybe I didn't get my maths wrong. Hold on. Yeah, I think the last one's going to go around one more. 630. Yeah, that's why. You stupid head. No!
Did it. Let's have a look at that armor inside.
You wouldn't believe I was quite good at maths in school, would you?
Now let's see what we can do with this material.
Here we go. The Shield Weaver. Completed just like that. It's in our outfit box. Do I have room for it? Yes. Fantastic news. Hold on, let's see what this looks like. Treasure box. Shield Weaver. Boom. What does this look like, Aloy? Shield Weaver, very rare, very rare. A very rare ancient technology salvaged by Aloy and stitched to Nora leather, projects a damage-absorbing force shield, takes time to recharge when depleted, and it looks like... Oh, sick. Okay, I see it now. I was expecting it to be like a whole-ass armor, like on the pedestal. I like it. In terms of actual protection... Wow, I can get no modifications on it, though. Is that true? Damn. But it looks sick. Exciting times. That's a window, Aloy. Between the Sun Steps, Torneck, and Free Heap, there's a 2 Thunderjaw site. Gotcha, cat. We will go there. I know where Free Heap is. Where's Sun Steps? Free Heap is... on the right-hand side, right? No, you're Lone Light. Hold on. I've lost Free Heap. There's a Stormbird site next to it. I know that much. Where are you? Day Tower, you're past there. There's Free Heap. Where's the Sun Steps? Here, cat? We shall go there, though. We're going to have some fun overriding. Especially if I need to go to these places as well. Left there. Aha. Nope. You're a Ravager. Okay. I shall find it. We'll have some fun. I've got 9 skills to use. What? When did that happen? Hold on. I think we can literally fill this out then. We can. That's our skills finished. We are completely skilled out as far as I'm aware. All skills learned. I just got the trophy for it. Fantastic news. What a game. Okay, so looking at what we got. We got 2 main quests. We got the Field of the Fallen, which is obviously helping Erend get revenge for his sister Ursa. We got our side quest, Sunstone Rock. That's what we're going to start with next episode. And we're also going to do these little errands. So we're going to be a little errand runner next episode. Anyway, this has been it for Horizon Zero Dawn. What a main mission. Thank you so much for watching. We're at 86.34% game completion. Next time out, we're going to run some little side quests, little errands before we keep going on with the main quest. So please leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe if you want to see the rest of this Horizon Zero Dawn journey. Until next time, I've been JD, and I will see you then.